Welcome! It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, well, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Stunned Ebony Stevenson, 18, comes to find her mother to Elodie's baby from 4 days of coma. A girl went to bed with a headache, fell into a coma, and woke up 4 days later, after giving birth to a surprise baby unknowingly. Ebony Stevenson, 18, had no idea that she was pregnant, and on December 2nd, 2018, after going to bed feeling unwell, she was rushed to hospital and put in an induced coma before waking up on December 6th after having delivered a baby girl. The college student, who's studying sports physiotherapy, had not developed a lump, had no morning sickness, and had not missed a period of time. She had no idea she wanted her unborn baby to be placed in one of the two uteruses in a condition called uterus didelphys. The disease, thought to affect 1 in 3,000 people, means born with 2 uteruses to those affected. In the case of Ebony, only one of them had an egg-carrying fallopian tube, while the other one had none, meaning her chances of pregnancy would have been slim. Ebony was rushed to Royal Oldham Hospital, Greater Manchester, and put in an induced coma after experiencing a series of seizures on December 2nd. Medics carried out tests and found that Ebony had suffered from preeclampsia that caused the seizures, and that she was pregnant. Immediately they asked her mom, and that the baby had to be born immediately. On Monday, December 3rd, she underwent an emergency cesarean and gave birth to a baby girl at 1:32 a.m., who weighed 7 pounds 10 ounces, just over 3 hours after the first fit. On December 6th, Ebony woke up to find out that she had born and was instantly a mother. She's got her head around the news now and loves bonding with her daughter, whom she calls Elodie. Mum from Oldham, Greater Manchester, said for the first time, "I didn't think I really wanted babies, at least not for another 10 years, and never planned to be a young mum. Waking up from a coma to tell me I was pregnant and birthed the baby girl was shocking to say the least. It was surreal to meet my child. This felt like being out of body. I was worried that I wouldn't be bonding with my daughter because I didn't have time to wrap my head around her coming, but I think she's awesome. It's a true miracle. I'm not going to change Elodie for the better." Ebony had thought that she was only unwell when on December 2nd, she went to bed around 8:30 p.m., moaning of a headache. And then on she remembers little until she wakes up 4 days later, suddenly a mother. Happily, her mother, Sherry, age 39, a mom of 5 stay-at-home, was able to fill in the blanks. Sherry said, "I heard Ebony screaming down to me at around 10 p.m. that night that her headache had gotten really bad. She started being sick, so I rushed her into the bathroom, and before I know it, she was having a seizure on the bathroom floor. I rang 999 immediately, as she'd never had anything like this before. In the 5 minutes it took the ambulance to arrive, Ebony had 5 more seizures. When paramedics treated Ebony, they asked if she was pregnant. Despite me insisting she couldn't be pregnant, the paramedics were certain she was, and to my shock, a bump had appeared on her stomach," Sherry said. "They think the ferocity of the seizures could have caused the baby to move, making it suddenly visible." Ebony was rushed to Royal Oldham Hospital near Manchester, where she was sedated before being rushed for an emergency cesarean that same morning. Proud grandmother Sherry was the first to hold the surprise baby, who was born weighing 7 pounds 10 ounces. "It was a strange moment because I had no time to prepare for it," Sherry said. "I was over the moon that she was happy and healthy, but couldn't help but worry about my own little girl who remained in a coma." For the next 4 days, Ebony was in an induced coma, while Sherry and her mom, Ebony's grandmother Geraldine, 56, stayed by her side, all the whilst looking after the little baby girl, who was later named Elodie. On December 6th, Ebony finally opened her eyes, and it was only then that she learned she had 2 uteruses, one of which was continuing to menstruate, and the other which was growing her baby girl. "When I woke up, I remember the nurses telling me I had a baby, and before I knew it, they'd put her on my chest," said Elodie. "It sounds awful now, but I asked them to take her away as I was so confused and sure they'd made a mistake. But my mom explained it all to me while the nurses were there, and they gave me my little girl back to hold properly for the first time. Although I was quite confused and pretty scared, it was a beautiful moment, and she was so quiet." Due to the weight of her little girl, doctors suggest that Ebony carried her to full term, which is astonishing considering she had no idea. This was made possible by the fact she had 2 uteruses, One is positioned towards her back, so the pregnancy went unnoticed. Neither Ebony nor her mom had any idea that she had 2 uteruses, but this allowed her to continue having regular periods throughout her pregnancy, disguising it even more. The doctor said that Elodie was a miracle baby, as women with her condition often struggle to conceive or carry to full term, Sherry said. Both mom and baby remained in intensive care until finally being allowed home on December 13th, where little Elodie was introduced to her uncles and aunts, Kennedy, 12, Poppy, 8, Pia, 3, and Navy, 2. Ebony has taken to being a mum so well, she's a natural, Sherry added, and little Elodie is an absolute beauty. We couldn't love her more if we tried. Ebony plans to go back to Hopewood College, Middleton, where she's studying sports physiotherapy in February, and Mum Sherry will take care of the baby. Although I had no time to prepare, I wouldn't change what's happened for the world, said Ebony. I'm so excited to wake up and see her every morning, and to get to spend another day with my precious little miracle. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.